Dyson Kilo Davis is 5 years old, just like any other little boy, except that Dyson likes to wear dresses. Beach dresses, wedding dresses, disco dresses, cheerleader outfits, and especially princess dresses.
They make me feel happy, and I like them what they are.
Dyson started wearing dresses when he was barely 2 years old.
We had our first public display at daycare. Dyson ran up to me, smile as big as you can believe, in a red dress with pink heels. And I froze. I was looking around to see what the other parents were saying and how they were kind of looking at me.
Cheryl took Dyson to see a psychologist who assured her he was healthy and engaging in perfectly normal behavior. But Cheryl tried to steer him towards other clothes, other interests. But he always seemed to come back to dresses. After school one day,
he got home and said, "Look at Mommy, I'm a pretty princess." And I looked at him very, very seriously. And I said, "Boys are not princesses. Girls are." And he looked me right back, very, very strong, and said, "I am a princess boy."
Things came to a head at Halloween. Cheryl had taken Dyson and his brother Jacoby to the store to find costumes.
My older son, Jacoby, went for the action figure aisle, and he found a Ninja Turtle outfit and was good, very happy. Dyson saw this blue Cinderella dress, and he just begged, can you please get me a dress, Mom? And at that moment, Jacoby's tugging on my shoulder, and he says, "Mom, Mom!"
And she said, "What?" And then I said, "Why can't you just let him be happy?"
And that was my turning moment. It's very pretty.
Cheryl began to embrace Dyson's love of dresses, wearing them and
"It's your dress, Mama."
making them.
It goes like this. And
Up on the shoulder?
Yeah, and it goes like this, sticking under here.
Oh, it's off the shoulder.
She wrote a book about their family called My Princess Boy.
My princess boy is 4 years old. He likes pretty things.
The book was a hit. Its message about acceptance as much as gender.
Nice to meet you.
The book has been a hit with parents like Rick Phillips, a gay father.
The evening we read the book, all he could say through the whole conversation was, "Daddies, that's me."
You know, we're sitting here, we're wearing pants, we're women, it's okay. But for men, we're much more strict about it. Like, people tend to get worked up if a man shows up in a gold lame skirt, which is one of the reasons why we get much more worked up about boys who are acting like girls. That's why we have a national crisis when a little boy is pictured with painted toenails.
Toenails? Yes, toenails. When J. Crew put out a catalog this spring showing its president, Jenna Lyons, painting her son's toenails pink, it created a firestorm. Psychiatrist and Fox News contributor Keith Abloh called it psychological sterilization and sent a message to Lyons saying, "It may be fun and games now, Jenna, but at least put some money aside for psychotherapy later." Everybody had an opinion.
Is gay. He's raising his child to be gay, I think. Yeah.
I think it's awesome. I mean, why stereotype it?
Pink toenails, I love them.
Instead of the 3 R's, these elementary school kids in Oakland spent class time focusing on gender diversity and how they can choose to be a boy or a girl or both.
Gender identity is about in here. It's about what's up here and in here.
As part of a program said to combat bullying, Redwood Heights Elementary brought in Gender Spectrum, an activist group whose mission is to create more gender-sensitive environments for kids.
True or false? Animals have only 2 genders.
These 4th graders were told that in nature, things aren't always what they seem. Some dolphins have both boy and girl parts, and clownfish can switch genders. Gender Spectrum says that diversity applies to people, too.
People can be girls, feel like girls, they can feel like boys, they can feel like both, and they can even feel like, as I said, kind of like neither.
Critics say these lessons amount to indoctrination by activist groups.
Public schools are here to serve children and to educate children on behalf of the parents, not to cross the line and violate the rights of parents and families.
Come on.
Stop it. Oh, are you okay? I didn't mean to kick you that hard.
Why'd you kick me at all?
You kissed me. Remember? In the tent? And then at the movie theater, you held my hand. And now all day you've been... I don't get this. I don't get you.
There's a light sound that comes around like a raven in flight.
Moschino Barbie, so fierce. Italian fashion designer Moschino and Mattel created a limited edition fashion-forward Barbie, but their ad is breaking boundaries by featuring a boy for the first time.
It's for you, Moschino Barbie.
Moschino Barbie doll fabulosity totally included. The brand is trying to break the stereotypes linked to boys and girls toys, and it looks like it worked because the Barbies are sold out. They've been selling on eBay for hundreds of dollars. Moschino's creative director, Jeremy Scott, posted the news on Instagram, writing, "Moschino Barbie sold out in less than an hour. Wow, Barbie and I thank you all for the love."
Moschino Barbie, so fierce.
Move over, Sophia, Ellen, and Katie. There's a new cover girl in town.
Easy breezy, beautiful.
Cover girl.
Actually, make that cover boy. Makeup artist James Charles is the first male face of CoverGirl in the company's nearly 60-year history.
A post from the creative director of Louis Vuitton is gone viral right now for unveiling the new face of their women's wear, Jaden Smith. Now, most high fashion models don't represent the average woman, but
I don't know.
I don't think he's not representing the average woman.
What is he representing?
Androgyny. He's
is that what it is?
Yeah, he's representing the fact that, let me tell you something, I will go into a store, like a sneaker store, and I'll go right to the men's section.
Right.
You don't see a woman wearing men's in the ad, but why not? Your shoes are just as cool.
Well, but I'm sorry, Louis Vuitton, women's wear. See, once you call it women's wear,
yeah.
I think if you just say representing Louis Vuitton, Jaden Smith, that'd be fine. But once you put women's wear on it, I think most women who wear Louis...
He's a 17-year-old boy. Right, who can afford Louis Vuitton. Let's put it...
Yeah, but I mean, I dated a model, and she was androgynous. She walked in men's clothing lines, and she was the face of men's clothing lines. It's about opening up the word.
5-year-old Dyson Killa-Davis, his mother wasn't sure how to react when she began noticing this. Her son wearing and playing with things that are not always associated with boys and are traditionally associated with girls. Dyson likes pink things, sparkly things, princess dresses, right, Dyson? He said, yeah, you do. Dyson's mom let her son be exactly who he is and celebrates it. She wrote a book, why don't you hold it up, Dyson, called My Princess Boy. There it is. They're showing it on the full screen there. It's called My Princess Boy to Promote Acceptance. Cheryl is here, Mom, along with Dyson. There's the book. And his brother, Jacoby, and the boy's father, Dean. There they are. Now, Cheryl, when did you first notice this?
Dyson was about 2 years old when he started having interest in all things pink, sparkly, pretty, really beautiful.
And what'd you think?
I redirected, soft redirection initially because he was 2. So young, just kind of redirecting to trucks, trying to make it, a little more comfortable for me.
Yeah. And at what point did you think, wow, this is not something that's going to be redirectable?
At 2.5, we had a public display where at playtime they do dress up, and he showed up when I picked him up in a red sequins dress. And so my reaction was solve it mode. Mom, go to the store, get some dress-up clothes that are pretty for boys. So I got some karate outfits and band uniforms, and the next day he greeted me in a yellow dress. So I realized then it wasn't so much of a gender thing that I was putting it on. It was just things that he was interested in.
And Dean, did you react to this as well?
No, not at all. It wasn't a big deal for me. Kids, try all kinds of different things when they're young, and so it wasn't a big deal.
Because we provide an alternative to young boys, preferably under 12 to 2, that are trying to explore their gender in a non-judgmental fashion. That's what we are about. And unlike other boys' camps where they emphasize shooting and archery and swimming, typical patriarchal norms, we take on more of the feminine norms. Like when a girl goes to camp, what do they typically do? They get to bring their high heels and dresses and dance on stage. That's what girls do on camp, so why can't boys?